After all these years, I will be playing my first ever Elder Scrolls game. It's time. Max graphics. What? Why is he falling? Hold on. Did my game bug before literally the first second, it immediately bugged. I literally already broke the game. Dude, this guy's like, cinema. How did I break the game already? This every game. He's like, whoa, what are you doing down there, buddy? Also, why am I bobbing up and down? But this is how you play games at the highest level, chat. You have to become one with your character. And that's complete and total character immersion. How close can I actually make this to looking like me? Wait, this is pretty good. Dude, it's crazy how one option makes you go from Esfand to tips out. You press one button and you flip from Esfand to tips. Okay, here you go. All right.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way. You're lucky I like you. Otherwise, you'd be dead already. That's new. I told you to keep out of our way. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, I did so much damage. Oh my gosh. I'm almost dead. Yo, yo, yo!
Die! Have you?
Okay.
Which sign marked your birth?
The Lord, the Lady, the Lover. Maybe Steed to go fast. What's the most Paladin? The Lord? I'm thinking the Lord is the most Paladin. Choose your class. The Crusader. Easy. Do custom. Strength and personality. Your major skills. Armor.
The Persians are great negotiators.
The Persians are great negotiators. Thank you, Mr. President. What's the most Paladin? There's a couple things about this game. First things first, complete and total character immersion, okay? We have to become one with the character. I want to kind of hash over this again and talk about it. So we did that. Birthsign, edit class, whatever. I created a custom class for Paladin because Crusader is here, but I'm like, I want Paladin, okay? And what does that really entail? What is a Paladin? I saw what Crusader has and I looked at like athletics, blade, blunt, destruction, hand-to-hand, heavy armor, restoration. So I'm like, well, I can make a custom class, so let me make a Paladin here. Paladin I made pretty similar, but I actually just rotated some things out. What I wanted to choose to do is kind of look at what makes a Paladin in terms of my own sort of fantasy, right? Where I'm thinking about like the righteous warrior, holy light, all this stuff. Because you can make custom classes, I was like, okay, I gotta do this. So I'm like, strength, obviously. More damn. Big sword. That's when I think of Paladin, I think big sword. Or maybe big mace. But big sword is what goes through my head. But I decided to go willpower to be able to generate mana, work on my regen, increase my maximum fatigue, right? I'm thinking Paladin, Crusader type of archetype where you're going in and it's like, there's like a degree of like zealotry to it, right? You want to attack with like haste, celerity, all this stuff, right? So I went willpower there. The next thing I did was go into like the magic of the combat. I didn't do any stealth. I did consider speechcraft, but I didn't really consider any of the stealth. For combat, I went armor to maintain my weapons and armor at max efficiency because you know you're gonna use a lot of like heavy armor, melee weapons. So I went armor and then heavy armor. If I'm Paladin and I have like this heavy plate armor, I said, hey, you know, these are probably all things that are gonna be important to me to like be like that Paladin class archetype. I chose Blade. This may end up being a mistake, but I chose Blade because I'm like, I think big sword. Like, I'm like, boom, I'm like the freaking champion of the realm, okay? And I think big sword. Now, big hammer works too, but I'm like, man, it would really be a shame to do both of them because I can only use one weapon at a time. Could I just pick Crusader? Well, no, because Crusader has blunt, Crusader has hand-to-hand, and I think it has athletics. So I wanted to do something more specific to like what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking with a Paladin actually has even more magic ability. Alteration, destruction, mysticism, restoration. Restoration is a give me, right? It's a gimme. Restore, fortify, and absorb attributes, cure disease, improve your resistances. Paladins they're healers, right? They're devout, they believe in the holy light, all this stuff. But after that, it's like, okay, what really works for a Paladin? I thought mysticism was really cool because it has like reflect damage, absorb magic. A lot of these magic stuff feel very like wizardy, but at the same time, like reflect damage, that's like retribution. So when I think of like a WoW Paladin retribution aura, like return damage, even like dispels and like absorbing stuff, like defensive magics, I thought mysticism was gonna be good for that. So I went ahead and picked mysticism there. Now destruction, okay, now you're thinking of like a wizard, like an eldritch or something, you know what I mean? Like you're just bolts, damage, fire, fireballs, that kind of stuff. But the other way of looking at it is just like for RP brain, because it's elemental damage, I was like fire damage, right? Like righteous fire. Like you're judging somebody, you're consecrating the ground with like righteous fire, stuff like that. So I thought destruction is a really good one. So that's why I decided to go destruction, even though my initial thought was like, maybe not destruction. But the more I thought about it, I was like, that kind of fits the RP better that I kind of want to go through, like holy fire, stuff like that. And then alteration, kind of in the same sort of, in the same vein as mysticism. It gives you like water breathing, the ability to walk on water, which is kind of like shaman-y, I guess. More of a shaman than a paladin. But Jesus walked on water, okay, so maybe not. But you can shield yourself from physical and magical damage. And I thought that was also like having those like absorb shields and stuff is paladin-y. So yeah, I think it fits. Yeah, so that's why I ended up picking up the things I did. So yeah, that's kind of how I came up with what I decided to do for the paladin class. A little bit different than the crusader, a little bit more magic oriented than the crusader. The crusader has more like more physical things, like he has blunt, he has hand-to-hand, but it also has destruction and restoration. It also has athletics. More of like the enhancement magic. Right. Crusader gets rid of like the blessings and has more like physical stats. And the way that I did Paladin with mysticism, with alteration, I think it has more of that sort of like caster, like blessing, righteous, holy power. What about a knight? Oh yeah, so look at this. A knight, blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor, illusion, and speechcraft. Yeah, that's kind of funny. And strength, personality. Yeah, so like what I think of as a paladin is a little bit more like in between a crusader and a knight. Cinema, look at this place, dude. This is beautiful. Die, Bambi! Alvea Sanctuary sends its regards. Wait, what the heck? What hit me? A giant enemy crab? Wait, how come that crab had a gold on it? I look like Craven, dude, the hunter. Jon Snow? I knew a girl that kept saying I looked like Persian Jon Snow all the time. Hello. I mean you no harm. Okay. Huh? What? Okay. I just had a heart attack while he was fighting me. Bad guy? Wait, that's so scary, that noise it made. Hello.
Well now, what do we have here? Caught in the act and no gold to pay your fine.
What? What'd I do?
Confiscating your stolen goods. Now it's off to jail with you. And pay with your blood. What's the matter? Getting tired? Am I supposed to be impressed?
No, no! Oh. He jumped and pushed me. Oh my. Wait, I have an idea. Okay. Water doesn't do what I think it does. Wait, I feel like this is a bad idea. Okay.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
You're a furry. Please, I don't have any money.
Times are hard when a robber can't even make an honest living.
He's like, oh. Okay. Dude, you know what that video reminds me of? Have you guys seen this? Suspect attempts to rob Atlanta nail salon.
Everybody get down! Give me all the money! It's got the boxes! Give me all the money! Get down! Where's the money?
The guy answers the phone. Hello.
Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me Where's the money?
He's so embarrassed that nobody listens to him, he just walks out and leaves. He just walks out and leaves. The guy's so embarrassed. He's like, all right, I'm just take the L on this one, dog. He's like, all right, I'm out.
Take it. It's worthless to me anyway.
This guy's such a pussy. This guy's such a pussy.
Jump on my sword while you can.
Wait, what? Is he making a pass at me? Dude, this game is sick. It's so scuffed. It's like perfect. Like it feels shitty, but it's not shitty. Yeah, it's like the fine line of scuff, exactly.
Make it quick. I don't like you. Go bother someone else.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
I don't know why that, dude, I don't know why that was so funny, dude. This is literally the worst guard I've ever seen. You're facing the wrong way. Phagus.
Please be generous, kind sir.
That was funny. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble for that, but like me catching myself was funny, and then it might slip.
Money if you got.
I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunt.
Oh, no. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to follow all the subs and everything. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. The other thing that we have planned coming up